Black Mirror, one of the best TV shows I think ever created in our generation of TV. Absolutely stunning. So we know we are getting a 5th season. We were hoping for a 5th season at the beginning of this year. That's what was originally speculated. But then we learned they were working on a movie. A Black Mirror movie.
2, 5, 7.
What could a Black Mirror movie be? Because it has to be pretty epic to be a Black Mirror movie. Well, it pushed back the season. The season's not going to be till probably around October now. Of Black Mirror Season 5. But this movie, Bandersnatch. It's a strange name, I know. But an epic movie. So everybody remembers the Pick Your Own Adventure books.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, I don't read.
In this movie, there's a book this kid has. The main character has called Bandersnatch. Right, it's his favorite book. It's a choose your own adventure book, bigger than I wished there was ones this big when I was a kid. This thing is like a 15,000 page book. Choose your own adventure, which is really cool. I wish they were this big. They would be just amazing. So there's a whole history also. You get the history within this movie. You get the history of the creator of that book as well. But the main character is writing a video game, and that's what the storyline is based off of.
Yeah,
he's writing a video game based off this book, and it's a choose your own adventure video game, which is kind of cool. So, and obviously there's characters of he gets to meet when he gets asked to develop this game in the first scene, he gets to meet this guy he created all his favorite video games. This guy Colin, which is kind of cool. And it had a distinct line between artistic value and money, because the guy who owns corporations oh yeah, Colin here has enough money to buy a couple Lamborghinis, but he still rolls his own cigarettes. And then he looks up, he's like, it's not about the money, it's about the art. But it's true though. You're a developer, you want to make something great and something that represents you, and a lot of the great developers do that. They spend their time, they don't give a shit about the money, they want something quality.
Even if the game only takes 5 minutes.
Yes.
To somebody that's not here right now.
Yeah. Anyway, so which is neat. We actually see. It shows Colin's newest video game, and it's called Nosedive, and we obviously know what that's a reference to. It's a reference to the first episode of 2 seasons ago of Black Mirror, which is kind of cool. It was a game based off of that episode, and you can actually play that game. That game's actually available on their website, free to play.
Yeah, it'll also be kind of an ode to what happens later in the series when he gives him the option of someone jumping out a window. Okay,
yeah. There's that whole thing. Won't give any, because I'm trying not to give any spoilers.
Spoilers!
Not trying to give any spoilers away in this review of Bandersnatch. So, Bandersnatch, as far as choose your own adventure, the first choice you get to make in the whole thing is I'm gonna die.
Interesting. And he just died, everybody.
What cereal you want?
What cereal you want? So, Cocoa Puffs or Fruity Pebbles?
No, Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes, sorry.
Wow. Get the story right. Read it.
Anyway, so you get to choose what cereal you want, but they do it seamless. There's no jump cuts. There's no, wait, we're going to do a different scene. No, it goes seamless. So it shows the way they filmed it. They filmed it so whatever choice you make, the movie keeps on moving on. You didn't make a choice. But what's great about this movie is that part of the storyline is that he starts to realize that there's somebody's controlling him. Somebody's making choices for him. Which is really neat. And you get to choose, there's one, without giving too many spoilers, there actually is a point where he's like, give me a sign! You get to choose between the symbol of the weird company that we've seen through all the Black Mirrors that does all the strange technology. Or you get to choose Netflix.
Yeah, I love his freaking response. What the hell is Netflix?
Yeah, but if you choose Netflix, the movie goes off the rail. So if you get to that point, and
that's where I'm at. So
if you actually choose Netflix, that's actually not the canon story. That's just the story they threw in there just for fun. And they decided to make it one of the storylines just go off the rails just so you can have an entertainment value, and you get into a whole kung fu fight with your psychologist and your dad, and then the creators of Black Mirror themselves show up, and it's way out there.
Yeah,
it's way out there. It's just
exactly
for fun.
Where I'm at.
It's just for fun. So obviously, if you want to progress the story, you choose the other symbol. And there's obviously multiple endings you can get depending on what you do, and they're all part of the story. And you definitely want to go through. I went through, I think I spent 2.5 hours on this thing, watching it, just going back and making different choices, and seeing different endings. And it's really neat, because you get to see, and I think my favorite ending is the one with Colin's daughter, and I won't give away what happens, but it's really cool. And it kind of it loops back around, and it's really neat. So definitely go check out all the endings in this. Spend some time and watch it and really have fun with it. And since we have a couple minutes here, the other thing I'd like to point out, if you have not watched Bird Box, you watched Bird Box, right?
I did. I enjoyed it.
Absolutely stunning film with an A-list cast of characters. I didn't even realize John Malkovich was in that movie until I watched it. I was like, holy crap. So many good actors in that movie. Really well done. It's like if you like the concept of The Happening and A Quiet Place, you're going to love this movie.
I didn't like The Happening, like The Quiet Place better.
Oh, The Happening was horrible. It was a great idea, but it was just horribly
Horrendous.
done. But it's the same concept. Bird Box is A Quiet Place. Instead of sound, you deal with sight.
I want to make one that has to do with smell.
The smell, you smell it and you go crazy.
It's like, no, don't smell the pizza! Don't smell it! Ah! She's dead.
But it's pizza. Pizza. My credit score.
Credit score. Credit score.
Credit score!
Your mother's a whore.
Pickle Rick.
Oh, God, get that away.